thank you so much for joining me. I'm so excited to show you this makeup look. I've been wearing it all Pride Month. It's my favorite look I've ever done. And now you can get a chance to find out how I did it. I'm here at This Is It, a historic gay bar here in Milwaukee. I'm about to do my gig. So if you'll just join me downstairs in the dressing room, we can start the tutorial. We're going to start with the blusher binder by the Crayon Case, and I'm going to use this absolutely gorgeous hot pink shade. I'm going to use my angled blush brush by Eco Tools, and I'm just going to stipple that onto the outer edges of my cheeks and blend that inward. Next, we're going to take some Clown White. This one is by the brand Counterfeit Blonde, and we're going to take my e.l.f. Cosmetics concealer brush and begin to highlight underneath the eyebrow and lay down our base for the pigment. I have to say how much I'm impressed with this Clown White product because I bought this container from Amazon like a year and a half ago, and it is still going strong. And then I'm just going to take my middle finger and blend that downward. Next, we're going to go in the Revolution Cosmetics Max Reloaded palette using this matte white color and a flat packing brush. This one is by Eco Tools. And we're just going to set that highlight under the eyebrow with that matte white pigment. Next, we're going to go into one of my favorite eyeshadow palettes of all time, the BH Cosmetics Take Me Back to Brazil Pressed Pigment Palette with this gorgeous magenta purple shade. And we're going to go in with a flat packing brush. This one is from e.l.f. Cosmetics. I use a different brush for my more colorful pigments because they don't get muddied by some of the neutrals that I use. And we're just going to use that brush to sketch out the transition shade for the cut crease. And then we're going to go in with this fluffy brush, also by e.l.f. Cosmetics, and we're going to blend that pigment upward into the highlight. Now we're going to go back into the Take Me Back to Brazil palette using this violet color and that same flat packing brush, and we're just going to define the cut crease and place that pigment on top of the transition shade. Next, we're going to take that same fluffy e.l.f. Cosmetics brush and buff out those colors and marry them together and blend them upward. We're going to take our Clown White and our e.l.f. Cosmetics concealer brush and cut the cut crease using small but deliberate strokes. We're going to draw out this new eyelid shape. Now, the reason you use small little strokes to do this is because if you try to do too large of a stroke too fast, you'll end up either marring the color underneath it, or you'll make a line that you don't like and then you'll have to go back and fix it, which is a huge pain. So it's much better to just take small steps to get the shape that you want. And then we're just going to take our finger and blend that Clown White and get it nice and smooth. Now I'm going to take this loose neon UV reactive pigment that I got from Amazon and my e.l.f. Cosmetics flat packing brush, and I'm just going to set that clown white that we just laid down. I'll list all of the products that I used in the description box, but I want to warn about this product because it does have a pretty substantial amount of fallout. That is to be expected because it is a loose pigment powder. So just a fair warning about fallout. You might want to keep a powder brush handy or do this step before you do your foundation and contouring. Now I'm going to go in with a glitter adhesive. This one is actually by NYX Cosmetics. I had to repot it because the original tube broke. And then I'm going to take my e.l.f. Cosmetics concealer brush, dip it into the product, and just trace the outline of the top of the cut crease, and then blend that using my concealer brush to kind of push the product around and even it out across the surface of the lid. My one critique about this product is that it's a little bit tinted, and sometimes depending on the color pigment you use, it can kind of dull the color before you put the glitter on top of it. Speaking of glitter, we are going to take this brilliant neon lemon yellow cosmetic glitter that I got from Amazon, and taking our flat packing brush from e.l.f. Cosmetics, we're just going to tap that onto the glue that we just put down. Next, we're going to take that clown white and our e.l.f. concealer brush and just place some product on the inner corner of our eyes and bring it up underneath the lower lash line. And then we're going to blend that out with our finger. We're heading back to the Take Me Back to Brazil palette and using that magenta pigment and our packing brush from e.l.f. Cosmetics, we're just going to tap some pigment underneath the lower lash line, staying in the middle of our eyes and avoiding either corner. And then we're going to take our fluffy brush from e.l.f. and buff that out. Next, we're going to go back into that violet color and tap that underneath the yellow color and merging it with the magenta color in the middle of the lower lash line. And then, like clockwork, taking the fluffy brush and buffing that out. Next, we are using this warm tone icy white highlighter from the Take Me Back to Brazil palette and a dome brush. This is from a gift set I got for Christmas several years ago, so I don't even know what brand it is. But we're just going to take and set the inner corner of our eye with that highlighter shade. Next, I'm going in with the L'Oreal Paris Infallible 16-Hour Never Fail Eyeliner in Carbon Black, and I'm just going to line my waterlines. I cannot say enough good things about this product. I've been using it since I first started doing drag, and the staying power is just unlike anything I've ever seen before. It's cry-proof, sweat-proof, everything-proof. Next, I'm going to go in with L'Oreal's Liner Intense in Carbon Black. This is a liquid liner, and I'm just going to do an exaggerated cat eye. I start out by lining the top of my lid kind of messily, and then I go in and make the tail, and then I connect the tail to the line that I made and just sort of fill in and build as I go. I'm being mindful to avoid the sort of wing in the yellow crease that we made because I want to accentuate that shape and provide a highlight in between the liner and the shadow. Next, we're going to take some of that glitter glue from before and using our finger just to press that into the inner corner of our eyes. Then using NYX Cosmetic Glitter in shade Lumilight and the dome brush from earlier, we're just going to press that glitter into the glue that we just put down. Next we have one of my favorite steps of any makeup look, and that is the lipstick. We are going to use Maybelline Superstay Matte Lip Ink in shade Creator. I've said this in several of my tutorials, but this is by far my favorite formula of lipstick I have ever used. In fact, I exclusively use this kind of lipstick for every drag look that I do. I haven't used any other brand or formula of lipstick in years. The range of colors in this product and the staying power is just unreal. You only have to put this lipstick on once and it will last you for an entire day. It says up to 16 hours and they really mean it. I have never ever had to reapply this lipstick. We are going to finish up by using the warm tone highlighter from the Take Me Back to Brazil palette and a Real Techniques brush. I believe this is listed as a finishing brush or a concealer brush. I can't quite remember, but it is the perfect fluffy consistency for highlighter. And we're just going to dust the apples of our cheeks, the tip of our nose, and our Cupid's bow. Now there's nothing left to do but throw on some lashes off camera and finish the look. Alrighty, this is the final look. Thank you so much for joining me for this. I had so much fun filming this for you. Like I said, this is one of my favorite looks I've ever done, and I'm so happy now that you get a chance to try it on yourself. If you do try it, make sure to tag me on Instagram at Ms. Dora Diamond. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up, click the little bell icon, subscribe, check out my other YouTube channel. You can actually go to my linktree/Dora Diamond, and you can find all of my socials, including my Instagram, my alternate YouTube channel, my merch, and my original music. Thank you so much for joining me again, and I'll see you on the next one. Happy Pride, everybody.